Yo, what's up? What's up? It's Groundhog Jimenez coming out of Mastermind Bulls, Florida, fresh out of this Hurricane Milton, man. So yeah, man, here's gonna be my little story. Today's Monday. You know, this thing started on Wednesday, man. We've been in straight survival mode. So, you know, a lot of times, not a lot of times. Sometimes these hurricanes ain't nothing. Sometimes there's something. This one was a little. This one was like a little something, something. You know what I'm saying? Where here's a little story, man. We were I don't like to be down to my last option. You know what I'm saying? So, we got the three bulls, and there's three of us: me, my wife, and my son. My little toddler. He's about to be 3 years old. So, this thing Wednesday, I had made a little video. Hey, Hurricane Milton's coming. This, and that. You know what I'm saying? This one was dangerous. 2005, I was in another one that was a little on the dangerous side, but this one was, I didn't feel it. You know what I'm saying? I'm originally from California, from San Diego, originally. You know what I'm saying? But I've been here since like 1994. I was like 14, 15 years old, so I'm pretty much a Floridian at this point. You know what I'm saying? I was, not pretty much, Fort Lauderdale, Broward County. This is the area I grew up in. Then I came up to this area later on. I think I was like 37. You know what I'm saying? So I grew up down there. But anyway, so, man, Wednesday hits. We're chilling. We got all the prep, the majority of the prep done. You know what I'm saying? Got the windows boarded up. Got the puppies, got their food for them. Got our food, got our water. Wednesday we're still grinding. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it was just a grind. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to remember, a lot of times when these hurricanes hit, supplies start just going. People start going crazy. A lot of tension, a lot of confusion. Later on, after, I don't know if you guys been seeing it on the news or TikTok, Instagram, wherever. I don't know, because I just got back power today. But, man, a lot of violence. People pulling out pistols on each other at the gas stations. People fighting over gas. When resources start getting real scarce, tensions start running high. It becomes violent, becomes like a movie. I was just joking with my old lady right now. I said, hey man, I set the whole thing up, so you can live one of your movies, because she likes to watch these like movies and survival movies and this and that, like the apocalypse type stuff, man. That's what we pretty much were living in. So I'm joking about it now, but it really wasn't too funny during the mix. You know what I'm saying? So right here, it is. It's starting. The rain's starting a little bit. And anyway, so back with my story. Really, at this point, I was trying to. I was looking for some one more 2x4, because I had put plywood up on the walls. On the windows, and one of them was kind of shaky. I just didn't feel that secure. Because there, it was a category 5 in the ocean. Hit us at like a 3, high 3, almost 4. It was rough, that one. It was the few times where I felt like that might have been it. And anyway, so yeah, I'll continue telling the story, really, because instead of trying to watch the video and commentate, this is where I had to cut that piece, whatever. So yeah, I'm sitting on the couch. I'm sitting on the couch. I'm thinking, I made all my little preps as much as possible. I'm sitting on the couch. I'm a little comfortable. We still have power. I'm watching the thing. I'm watching the little YouTube that's going live with the buddy that's telling the, following the hurricane. And it's just, disaster, catastrophe, all this stuff. And I'm like, all right, we're pretty secure, but it is what it is. I'm over here popping Pringles, on the couch, chilling. I was like, and I had a weird feeling. I wasn't popping Pringles. I was eating our hurricane snacks, some peanuts and whatever, these little cookies or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But basically popping Pringles on the couch watching this thing, and I knew I had a weird feeling. I'm like, man, you're a little too comfortable. You know what I'm saying? You're a little too comfortable right now. So this is after. But anyway, so you're a little too comfortable. So I'm watching the thing, and it felt like some futuristic movie. I'm 45, so it felt like a futuristic movie where you would hear this, and another tornado hit. And another tornado hit, and it sounded like a robot. The guy, I was watching TV. This is on TV, and another tornado hit. And I'm like, man, this, popping my thing, my Pringles. Oh man, this is, whatever. All of a sudden, boom, a fireball hits the back patio. That little patio. If you guys been watching my little video, this is after the storm. Little fireball hits the thing, bah, and the lights go out, boom, and it just, man, it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, make a long story short, I got all the windows boarded up except for that back patio window. So that fireball hit the the wind starts blowing, you know, and make a, you know, kind of speed up the story a little bit. My old lady's a little stressed out. And I try to make her feel better by like, hey, relax, it's all good. You know, because I was going outside it periodically. I'm going outside and the wind wasn't that tough. So at this moment in time, when she starts stressing, the light just went out. And I'm like, hey, check this out, it's not that bad. I tried to open the door and it was like a gorilla behind the door. It was like pop, pop, pop at the wind. And I had like right now I'm like a $1.95. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here pushing on the door, trying to shut the door. And I was like, man, that wasn't a good idea. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't a great idea because I thought I was just going to open it and show her, hey, nah, look, it's all good. It ain't really nothing happening. But that wasn't the case. The wind, you know, almost knocked me super far back. I didn't even get to open that door that far, probably like an inch. And I felt the wind and I had to fight to shut it. So anyway, that happens. We start, all the lights go out. We get all our supplies. I get the puppies. I get the 3 pups, and I get my son, my wife, and we go to the master bedroom, where our last option would be to go into the bathroom. What happens is if the windows look right here, there's a live wire. This is what caused that fireball to go into the back patio. Is this live wire that it's live here also? Anyway, little story with this live wire. You know, anyway. We had to go. I'm looking at the video. I'm over here. We had to go on missions. I'll probably just tell a story real quick. So we're in there. Well, what happens is if a window busts out or a door busts out and the wind gets inside the house, the roof could possibly blow off. If the roof blows off in the middle of the storm, that's pretty much it for us. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we were down to our last option. We were in the room, and and our last option would be throw everybody, all 3 pups and all 3 of us, into the bathroom. And that'd be our last option. Hopefully nothing happened. Thank God that didn't happen. But every time that gust of wind and that noise, it sounded like Godzilla was outside. That every time we would hear that gust of wind, we would just pause for a second. It was so loud, and just like we would hear the roof kind of creaking a little bit. We would hear the wind just howling outside, and like just waiting for something to happen, then it would go away. Not go away, but you know what I'm saying, it would slow down. Not even slow down, but the loud noise when then another huge gust of wind. There ain't nothing like feeling like, man, jiu-jitsu and bullets and pistols and kickboxing, none of that stuff doesn't work against hurricanes. You know what I'm saying? You're just so small in these hurricanes. So right here, I got this live wire in the house. So I'm looking at the video again. I had tried to block the pups off. I'm trying anything. At this point, man, I'm on barely any sleep, trying to block the pups off from this live wire over there. I'm not even sure if the video passed by already, where the thing uprooted or not. I'm not even sure because I'm not looking at the video too much. But I'm trying to keep the puppies away. Now, meanwhile, all this is happening. I got my little boy Capo, man. He got what's it called, pyoderma, man. So when I got him from the breeder, back to the puppies, when I got him from the breeder, there was a bunch of little bumps all over his legs. And I remember asking the breeder, and they were good people, so I'm not talking bad about them. I didn't even hit them up. I told my wife, I was like, man, I felt like, man, I should call them. They're like, nah, don't even say nothing. Let's just take care of it. So what happened was, when I seen there's a live wire again. So when I seen all these bumps, when I go to pick up Capo, and I'm like, man, you know, what are all those bumps? And they go, oh no, I took him to the vet. We don't know. They said it was probably like bites from the other puppies. And I'm looking at them. I'm like, it doesn't really look like bites from the other puppies in my mind. But I'm like, I'll go ahead and I'll take care of that. You know what I'm saying? I'll take care of it. Man, we took him to the vet, and they gave us some special shampoo, man. And it's horrible because he's itching. And I got this spray. I'm putting shampoo, and it's like spreading. And, you know, he's miserable. Right now, he's doing a little bit better. The lights just came on. He's a little bit happier. You got him all fed and stuff like that. But still, he's not too happy. I'm not too happy either, man, that he has this stuff. You know, and yeah, so back to the story, man. So, man, we'd have to go out to get gas. It would just, you know, I joke with my wife because we got lucky. Well, she said we got lucky. She's like, oh, we got lucky, you know, because we had to go out to get gas. So remember I was saying earlier, when this gas is a very violent situation. You know what I'm saying? When you got resources are scarce, you got people that are desperate, you got people that are stressed, you got people that are confused. And then I had to rig it up right here and hide the live wire again from the dogs. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying anything. Remember, I'm problem solving as I go. You know, I had this little one of my friend of mine that gave me this this voltage reader. So when it first came out, I'm telling my old lady, I'm like, man, you think it's live? She's like, I don't know, probably because it's connected to the thing. So I got this voltage reader, and you know, there's these little prongs, and I'm not gonna get close to it. So I threw the prongs at, like I didn't even touch it all the way. I threw the prongs and it got near the wire and the meter started going off. I'm like, no, we ain't even gonna touch that. What happens is my wife bravely, you know what I'm saying, used a rake with like a rubber, not rubber, like a plastic rake and a wood, and kind of, like I said, put it over, not like I said, but put it over into the corner like that. So anyway, back to the gas, man. I figured this. I said, so we're calling South Florida. You know, I talked to my little brother. Alma talked to her family, or my wife talked to her family. Get it. And we're like, hey, how is it down there? And they're like, man, it's normal. So South Florida's about 3-4 hours away from us. So what happens is I figure this. I'm like, look, if we shoot to, I have a full tank of gas. We shoot to South Florida. If it's normal over there, we get gas and then we come back. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, the lines are crazy. Not even the lines are crazy. People are violent. They're stressed. Fortunately, we were good. You know what I'm saying? But you got to remember, man, people are like going to, they're sleeping at the gas pumps. People might have $5 to their name and they can't move. So they're stuck. They're stressed out. So yeah, it's just a real bad situation. So I'm like, you know what? We're going to take a risk and we're going to shoot out to South Florida, get this gas, buy some gas. We only had one gas, 5 gallon gas can at the moment, at that time. But we're like, you know, when we get there, everything ran out of everything. You got to remember, generators gone, gas is gone, food is gone, water's gone, everything is gone. You know what I'm saying? You go to Home Depot, gas cans are gone. I'm tired still, so I don't even know if I said that or not. But anyway, everything's gone. So we're like, if we shoot to South Florida where it didn't really get affected, they're living normal right now, meaning there's no crazy gas lines, there's nobody fighting over gas, there's nobody, I mean, there's supplies, put it that way. So we were going to risk it, shoot 4 hours away, get all our stuff and pull up. Thank God, man. You know, I'm a believer of like law of attraction and God too. You know what I'm saying? All this different stuff. Where we pull up, we weren't all the way prepared yet. We pulled up to I had to bury a little bird right here, man. A bird died in the hurricane. When I came out, it was like a little blue jay. And I seen it. I was like, oh man, it must have got caught up in the wind. So I buried it. A second over there, it just passed. But hopefully the dogs don't dig them up. So we got one gas can. We pull up to a gas pump, and this little pyoderma, man, I felt bad for my little guy, but we're gonna fix it. We got the shampoo, we got some spray, we got even some lotion stuff. But anyway, so we pull up to this gas pump. There's plastic bags, so there's no gas. We pull up. My old lady needs to use the bathroom, so we pull up. The lady comes out and says, "Hey, you waiting for gas?" I'm like, "Yeah," even though I was, you know, for sure we're looking for that, but I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Okay, it's ready to go." And I'm like, oh, bet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't even expecting that to happen. So, boom, we get the gas. We only got one gas can because we're not prepared yet. We were going to go to South Florida to get the rest of the gas cans. We were kind of far out. So, remember, we're risking wasting gas to get it and then come back. So, I was already starting to get a little, I didn't show it, but I was already starting to get like, man, the gas is running low. Not low, but we spent some. Think about this. We shoot all the way out there. I use all the gas. And if I don't get any gas, how are we going to get back? You know what I'm saying? So it's like some crazy apocalypse type stuff. So all these scenes right here, like after the hurricane, you know, we ain't got no power. We're surviving. We got the generator, but we need gas to run this generator. So that first day, pull up. The lady's like, hey, you looking for gas? We were like far. We were already like an hour and a half away from the house at that point. We were ready to go 3-4 hours. So that day we were like, you know what? We got some gas. Let's go back home and we'll shoot out again on another mission. So the second day, we come home, fill up the thing. It's about 1 5-gallon will last us like one day, like a night. So we come back home. Then the next day, I don't even know. I lost so many track of days, man. We were tired. Remember, it gets real violent. People are trying to take advantage of people. People are like I said, fighting and trying to steal and all kind of different things. Second day, we're like, let's shoot out again. But this time we're gonna get gas jugs. So now we have 4 total. She went and bought 3 more, so we got 4 total. I'm at the park right here. Just chilling. All right here we're still in survival mode, no power, but we need to get out the house every once in a while. Even though I take the pups here. But anyway, so we shoot out and we get lucky again. You know what I'm saying? We pull up. We're like, hey, we're gonna keep pushing because there's lines after lines after lines. You know, I don't have that much time. Let me see how much time I have. I don't have that much more time, so I can tell you. You know, I can get more in depth in the story, but I don't have too much time. So we're pushing. We're watching people arguing. We pull to a stoplight. People are arguing and yelling at gas stations. We're like, we're just gonna keep pushing until we find like some clear whatever. And So we pull up, and all of a sudden we see some lady, like the gas attendant lady, pulling off the plastic bags, and nobody's there really. There's a couple people there. So we pull up, and bang, we're like number 7 in line. You know what I'm saying? Like when these lines were wrapping all the way around the street. I'm talking about like for hours and hours. People are spending the night there. So the second day we roll up and we pull up, and people they probably peep what we seen, so they pull up too. So we're number 7 in line, which is just amazing in this case scenario. Now we have 4 5-gallon jugs, gas cans. We're number 7 in line. Pull up, get our gas, and this time we remember the day before we were like an hour and a half away. Even though it took us a long time to get back, we were on the road for like 6 hours. But just because there was so much traffic, everybody was coming back. We were only an hour and a half away. We left at 2, and we came back around like 7 or 8, I believe it was. It was crazy. And the second day, like I said, this happens. We fill up our gas cans, and we come back. You know, right here we got a little fire pit trying to keep the mosquitoes away. The pups are outside. You know, so anyway, yeah, man, we come back. We got some old ladies like, yeah, you know, damn, we got lucky. I'm like, no, that's my estimated calculations. You know what I'm saying? Because I figure, I'm like, anyway, maybe it was a little luck, maybe it was a little estimated calculations, but we got it done. You know what I'm saying? So this is, I don't even know. The days are all blending together. Today's Monday. And today's Monday. So this was today. This was today, man. This little scene right here, this was today. These cats came from all over. I met some cat from North Carolina right now. I just took the dogs for a walk, and he was like, hey, man, nice pups. I'm like, yeah, man, they're pockets. And he's like, oh, yeah, I breed. You know what I'm saying? I got micros and pockets and standards. I'm like, so we start chopping up. He's from North Carolina. So you got people coming from all over the place to help us, which is super cool, man. These guys in this situation, man, they're right there with, man, the cops and the firemen and these linemen, man, like they said, they're staying up all night grinding, trying to get the power back. So this is all today, man. This is all Monday right now happening, where, like I said, we were in survival mode. Earlier there should have been a tree that was uprooted. I don't know, because I was just talking, you know, I looked away so I couldn't even see, but it was devastating. Not a lot of people, but I think last time I checked it was like 16 plus people died. There was just a lot of devastation. I didn't get to like take videos of all the stuff, but a lot of people had like flooding and big trees on their houses, and their houses got flooded. They lost cars, and so we were fortunate. When I'm seeing all this stuff, and I'm like, man, we don't have any power. We were nervous. I ain't gonna lie, super nervous, man. There was a couple times when that song was going through my mind. I'm going back to Cali in the middle of that hurricane. I'm like, man, I gotta get out of here. Like we couldn't at that point. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, California, not California, but Texas, Georgia. You know, my wife's talking about like, oh no, I don't want to move over to Texas. I don't want to move there. You know, North Carolina or whatever, South Carolina. So anyway. So yeah, it's coming up to an end pretty much, man. But man, we survived. The pup survived. Sunshine, the Merle, the chocolate Merle, she was so scared. And she's a gangster, don't get me wrong. Like, but when the hurricane started hitting, she went inside her crate. And she was like, she didn't want to come out, and she was just like wagging her tail, but like a nervous wagging. And she's not like that. And I was like, come on, let's go. Because I didn't want that back window to bust out. So it was going crazy outside. And I'm like, come on, Sunshine, let's go. I'm getting nervous too, because their area is near that sliding glass window. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, come on, Sunshine. I even grabbed food, like some treats. And she's a little fatty. She loves treats, this one right here. She loves treats, and she didn't even want to come out for the treat. You know, she was so nervous. And everybody was, like, they felt it, like all of us were, the puppies, us, except for my son. I don't know, I'm not sure if he knew something was up, but I'm not sure if he knew all the way, but he knew something was up. You know what I'm saying? But the puppies were like scared too, man. They would hear that noise, and you know, right here they're a little more happy. I don't know. It's like they knew everything was getting better too. You know, and even this tree right here, I realized later on, the video's about to end. But I realized later on, I mean, you're going to see in a second, look at that burn mark. See the burn mark where they're going? That's where it snapped and that fireball came from. It burned this part of the tree. I mean, they cut down a gang of branches. You know, we didn't even get a video of that. We had to drag it down. But look at that burn mark. So the wire, basically the power wire, snapped during the middle of this thing. And I'm figuring that the branches were pushing so heavy on it, it snapped that wire, and the fireball just shot. I'm surprised it didn't burned the screen out. The sparks must have went through the screen into the back patio. That's when everything went out. So with that being said, man, we're still alive. Thank God. I'm gonna end it here, man. I'll be back for another one. Man, we're still here. We survived Hurricane Milton. Bless everybody else in Florida that went through that. Peace.